Congratulations to all my Euro US dollar traders that was bullish bias and able to take advantage of the 106.17 level that the euro hit earlier in the week. Or perhaps you was bearish bias and you hit the target of 105.11, which was all pointed out in last week's Euro dollar weekly forecast. If you wasn't able to take advantage of those target key levels, well, stay tuned and we'll get you on track for this upcoming week. Welcome back to the Profits in Pocket YouTube channel. Let's check out the high impact news events for the upcoming week. So for Monday, October 16th at 8:30 during the New York session, we have Empire State Manufacturing Index, which is a high impact event. And for us as Euro dollar traders, we have nothing else in the euro or the dollar that's of high impact. We can come down to Tuesday at 8:30. We do have core retail sales and retail sales coming out of the US, which is the New York session. And we have nothing else for the euro or the dollar of high impact for Tuesday. We come down to Wednesday, October 18th, and we have nothing of high impact for the euro or the US dollar. Thursday, again in the New York session at 8:30 a.m., we have unemployment claims or jobless claims. That's of high impact. In noon, we have Fed Chair Powell speaking. That might bring some extra volatility in the market. If you swing trade and you're holding your trades, that'll be a time to be aware of, as we don't know what kind of volatility the high impact news will bring. And coming down to end the week off on Friday, it's going to be fairly quiet as far as the euro or US dollar in volatility, as we have nothing of high impact for the euro or the US dollar. And that's our high impact news events for this upcoming week. Okay, let's recap the dollar index. So we had our target key level for the dollar index of 106.75 if you were bullish, which we hit on Friday. And we did say if price was bullish, we would hang out in between the 105.78 level and the 105.95 level before attacking that target key level of 106.75. And as you can see, we didn't get our aggressive target of 107.35. So we didn't get that target, but we did hit our first target key level after prices went in between this area, which we pointed out last week. Okay, so what do I see for this upcoming week? If price is going to move bullish on our daily chart, we want to see a convincing close above this 106.75 level on the daily chart. If we get a close above that level, which was our last week's target key level, then we can expect price to run for that 107.35 level on the dollar index. So if we're bullish, we want to see a convincing close above this 106.75 level, and our target key level for this upcoming week will be the 107.35 level. Okay, let's get rid of last week's lines. Okay, and this week also, if prices move bearish and we close below the 105.80 level, we get a convincing close on the daily below the 105.80 level, I'm going to assume that prices wants to continue to move lower and not aim for the high of 107.35. So on the daily chart, we don't want to see a close below the 105.80 level. So it's going to be acceptable for prices to come down to the 105.80 level, maybe a little lower with wicks or whatever before we move higher. If not, we're going to look to be bearish, but we'll go down to the daily chart for more detail on that. Now, on the daily chart, as you can see, we could recap last week in detail. Monday, we traded up and closed lower. Tuesday, we closed lower as well, making equal lows with our target key level. And then finally, Wednesday, our bearish target of 105.66 was hit. So if you was bearish on the dollar, we finally got to that target key level on Wednesday. And Thursday, we had a strong bullish move. And finally, Friday is when we hit our target of 106.75. Now, this week, as said on the weekly chart, let's clean up the chart a little bit. Okay, so in more detail, this week, this line right here is the line we had on the weekly chart that I don't want to see a convincing close below if price is going to move bullish to take out the 107.35 target key level. So if we're going to reach that, I don't want to see during the beginning of the week a bearish move with a convincing close below this level. Actually, I don't want to see a close below the 10600 level if we're going to move bullish. So I'll be more comfortable with price staying in between the 106.01 level and the 106.29 level. Now we can get a wick down here, but I don't want to see any day close really below the 106.01 level, and especially not below the 105.80 level. And this is all if you're bullish on the dollar. And if we respect these two areas, I do have a key target of 107.35. If we don't respect this area or this area I annotated on the weekly chart, then my bearish key target level will be 105.22. That's 105.22 if price violates this area and definitely a close below this 105.80 level. Then I'll have a bearish key target level of 105.22. And that's our dollar index. Let's head over to the euro dollar. Okay, on the euro is just pretty much the reverse of the dollar index. We had this line and this line where prices could have traded to. Before we hit our target key level of 105.11, I did say that prices would trade here first before attacking the 105.11 level, and that's what happened. When we go to the daily, you'll see that the start of the week, we went straight for this level, and then we ended off the week hitting our target key level of 105.11. So for this upcoming week on the euro, if prices is going to continue bearish to take out the target key level of 104.48. We don't want to see a convincing close on the daily above 106.13. So on the daily chart, if you see a close above 106.13, chances are next week price won't get down to the 104.48 level, which is our target key level as we're bearish. But it is possible for prices to get up to the 106.13 level, even spike through it on the daily with a wick, and then continue moving lower, drawing towards the low of 104.48, which is our target key level. And as always, after we hit our targets, you sit on your hands for the rest of the week. It could be Tuesday, it could be Wednesday, and just observe the markets, but I don't encourage to trade after we hit the targets until we reassess on the weekend to see what the market will most likely do next. Let's go down to a daily chart for a little more clarification. On our daily in the euro US dollar, Monday we had a bearish day, but Tuesday prices headed right up to the target key level of 106.17, which we pointed out in last week's forecast video. So Tuesday and Wednesday, we attacked that target key level. So hopefully you profited it off that. And Thursday, we had a strong bearish move. And Friday, we did hit our bearish target key level of 105.11. So if you was bearish, 105.11 was our target key level. And if you was bullish, you would have taken advantage of the 106.17 level. So for this upcoming week, this is the level right here, this dashed line, where we don't want to see a daily convincing close above. We can get a wick above, but we don't want to see a close above this 106.13 level if we're going to move lower to the target key level of 104.48. And just like with the dollar index, with the euro US dollar, I would prefer, if we're going to target the 104.48 level, that prices stay in between the 105.82 level and the 105.58 level. So that's 105.58 and 105.82. If prices trade around in that area without closing above the 105.82 level, that's a great indication that prices could target our key level of 104.48. If we do get a close above the 105.82 level and definitely above this 106.13 level, then our target key level then becomes 106.67. 106.67 is our target key level if we get a close above the 106.13 level. And that's what I have for the dollar index and the euro US dollar for this week's forecast. Thanks for watching. Make sure before you get out of here, you like the video. And if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Trade safe. And together, let's put profits in pocket.